to a new video. I was just working out and it struck me, our bodies are amazing. Now, if you go to church or you're familiar with the Bible in any way, there's a very popular verse that says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And I'm sure that most of us are aware that we have fantastic bodies. The problem is, as we age, as we get older, we tend to think that that changes. But it doesn't. Your body is still amazing after 50. I've been changing my working out a little bit. I always like to challenge myself, try new goals, do new things. And once a week, I focus totally on just doing body weight exercises. And some of these things are difficult because I'm not accustomed to doing them. But the fact that I can get them done after trial and error, some I still can't get done, but I'm still working on it. It just makes me realize how wonderful our bodies are. So today, I'm going to talk about your wonderful body, and we're going to do some body weight exercises together. Let's go. Now, before I start every workout, even a calisthenic workout, I do mobility after I've warmed up. Now, one of the mobility exercises is called a shoulder dislocation. And no, we're not trying to dislocate our shoulders, but this mobility exercise is actually really good for shoulder health and for joint health. So, let's give it a shot. You want to hold a broomstick, or we can do it with a resistance band, which I'll show you afterwards. The closer your arms are, the more difficult this exercise is. So I'm holding the end of a broomstick, and you want to touch your body, go all the way overhead, and come all the way back without bending your arms. And repeat that motion, all the way overhead and all the way down. I'll show you now using a resistance band. If you're struggling a lot with this exercise, using a long resistance band will make it easier, because if you need a more width, it can stretch. So it will help you. So you hold the resistance band end to end and you do the same thing. It'll be easier because you get more width with a resistance band. This is a wonderful way of strengthening our shoulders. You know, the shoulder is a kind of a multi-directional joint. It can go forward and backward and circumduct, a whole lot of stuff. So make sure your shoulders are healthy, especially as you age. Grab a resistance band every day and try some shoulder dislocations. Now we also want to work on our leg mobility. So you do swings backward and forward, side to side, to work on the abductions and the adduction movements. And you open up the hip by going around. Now, even though these are important and I do them all the time, I find that we struggle a lot with our hamstrings. So when you're about to exercise, one great way for you to test your hamstrings is like this. Put the foot in front on your heel. There's a slight bend in the leg that's behind. You're going to run down the side of your legs, stretching the hamstring, and come up, following the direction of your toes. Like if you're walking, down and up. You'll feel an excellent stretch in your hamstrings. As a kid, going into this position was completely normal for us. You would go down here and we would play with something on the floor. We would be hiding with our friends. But as we get older, we refuse to come into this position because it's hurtful. It hurts your knees. It hurts your low back. And all of these signs are not good signs. We need to get ourselves back into this position. So take your time. Start small. You want to have both feet planted on the floor. So both heels touching the floor, and come down here and practice hanging out here for a while. Now don't bend over like this. Try to keep your chest up, your heels still on the floor, and chill out here for a while. And then be able to stand up without using your hands is a wonderful sign. Give it a shot. Pistols. This is the exercise I am trying to learn. It's a really difficult exercise for me, easier on one side than the other. But you want to have one leg off the floor, the other one nice and straight on the floor, and you want to go down into a squat. Now, I'm not able to do a pistol just yet, so this is how I practice my pistols. Let's do it. one way that I was practicing pistols before was sitting in a chair or using a bench. I would just elevate one leg and I would sit using only one leg. I've gotten pretty good at that, so I'm challenging myself to do it holding on to the broomstick for support. So one leg up, just as before, and you're going to go down to the squat and come up while I'm supporting myself with the broomstick. So you want to be able to challenge yourself to balance. As we get older, the likelihood of falling increases. So you want to be able to create balance in whatever situation you find yourself. So go into situations purposefully where you're practicing to balance. Doing pistol squats are good for balance. They're also excellent for quads and for glutes. And because we're learning to use our body to exercise, a pistol squat is a fantastic movement to try. Now we're going to go into a push-up. Now a push-up is something that we all should be able to do. If you're not good at push-ups yet, you're going to have your hands on the floor, bend your fingers so you can grip the floor a little tighter, shoulders directly over the wrist, body in full plank, elbows going back as you come down and push up. Now I'm pretty good at push-ups. So what I'm going to be doing now is a dive bomber push-up, or some people call it a Hindu push-up. Similar motion, but you're going to be piked with the hips in the air, and you're going to bend the elbows and dive through, straighten up at the top, and repeat. Like I said before, we want to be able to use our body to do the amazing things that it can do. And the more that you can manipulate your own body weight, the stronger and the healthier your joints and you are becoming. Okay, we're going to do some pull-ups now. Many females that I know personally have a goal of being able to do at least one pull-up all on their own. The ability to be able to hold your entire body weight. That is a wonderful goal, because we do exercises where we may be doing bench press and we're benching 45, 50, 60 pounds, but we weigh way more than double that. So the ability to be able to hold your entire body weight and move it is a wonderful goal. And if it's not a goal of yours, I encourage you to let it become one. Pull-ups are difficult because it is an exercise where you're holding your entire body weight. So if you're new to pull-ups, I'm going to show you some variations, and we're going to practice being able to hold our body weight. So we're going to do some pull-ups. One exercise that I found worked for me as I wanted to work on my pull-ups was simply doing bicep curls. You just want to become stronger. But putting that aside, to work on your pull-ups, we're going to try jumping up and holding your body up there. So I'm going to be jumping off the bench and hold my body up here. So we're going to practice our pull-ups this way. Jump up, hold, come down. Jump up, hold, come down. If you find you have a difficult time doing pull-ups, practice jumping and hold. The better you get at it, the longer you can hold yourself up. Jump up, hold, and down. Jump up, hold, and down. You can also use a resistance band to help pull your body up, which I've done in other videos. I'm not going to use a resistance band today. Something else you can work on doing is just moving your shoulders as much as you can while in a fully stretched out position. So allow your body to hang, and then just pull your scapula up and down. Get your body used to using your lat muscles when you're going into this position. Doing some scap pull-ups is a wonderful exercise all on its own, but it's a great way to lead you into the pull-ups. Now, doing pull-ups gets harder the longer the lever of your body is. The easier way to do it is to have the feet lapped behind you, and the harder way is to have the legs stretched. So, when you can get the pull-ups done, you will find initially you automatically go to a folded position and you pull here. When you get a little better at it, or if you're trying to improve, legs nice and straight, it's going to be a little more difficult to pull your body here. Either variation, being able to hold your entire body weight, fantastic. Practice on your pull-ups. A favorite exercise I love to do when I'm training back is the row. You can do dumbbell rows, you can do kettlebell rows, you can do barbell rows, cable rows, but you know rows are in there. Today we're going to be doing a simulation of a TRX row. I don't have a TRX strap. I'm going to use a regular strap, and we're going to work on training our lats, our shoulders, our rhomboids, our traps, even our core without using any other equipment but our body. So you just have to have a place to hang a resistance band, to hang a strap, or if you actually have a TRX, which is fantastic, hang a TRX. Now doing a body weight row is great because you can make the exercise easy or hard depending on where you put your body. The more upright you are, the easier the exercise is by putting your body weight up and back. The more you are in a horizontal position, the more difficult the exercise is. So we're going to do some TRX rows. Like I said, I am trying to learn new things. And one of the movements I'm trying to learn is toe to bar. I'm not working on it. Don't come for me. I'm learning to do the exercise. But this is a fantastic exercise because it strengthens your back. It strengthens your grip strength, your shoulders, and of course, your obliques and your abs. It's a great movement to learn. We are being told that your ability to hold on, your grip strength, is a marker for longevity. And we all want to live as long and as healthy as we possibly can. So let's practice toe to bar. Here are some ways you can get it into your routine. You can practice just bringing your knees up, which is a regular hanging knee raise. This is a good movement to try. You're probably good at this because it's something that I've been doing for a while. So now I want to get my feet up. Your legs should be straight. I'm not doing it as good as it can be done, but I'm working on getting better at toe to bar. So try to get your toes to touch the bar. The next exercise I'm going to try is a back bridge. This exercise is really good for your back and spine health. It also opens up your hip flexors. It works on your core. It's a really good exercise, but it's really hard. It's something that we probably did as a kid, but as we got older, we stopped doing it and our backs got a bit stiff. So don't jump into it. Take your time and work at getting the back bridge done. Now we can all do the glute bridge, which is keeping your back down, lifting up here. Now for the back bridge, you want to lift your back up as well. Now because I'm not great at it, I just do a half bridge, lift my hips up and bend over, and do that on both sides. And then when I try the full bridge, I keep my head low because I'm not yet able to push all the way up. Let me show you how I practice the bridge. Feet planted on the floor, arms also planted on the floor, and push it. Down and catch your breath for as long as you need, and push it. If you have back issues, this is a wonderful movement to try to perfect. Remember, your body is amazing, not only when you were a kid, but now it still is. But take your time, be gentle with it, and practice all of these moves. All right, I'm getting to the end of my workout for today, but I want to keep making the point. Your body is amazing. Treat it amazing. Put good foods in it. Take good care of it. Exercise, movement is critical. I am going to end with a headstand today. That's another move that I am now trying to learn, so I can't yet balance it. So I'm going to do it against the wall. And when you do headstands, inversions, they are so good for your body. It calms your mind, alleviates stress. It helps with your lymphatic system. It also helps with your spine and your back. It's a wonderful thing. A lot of us are afraid to do inversions. So if you're new to it, start with your feet on the floor, head down, hips high, and just practice holding yourself here for maybe 10 to 15 seconds. There's so many benefits to being in an inverted position. But I'm going to do some headstands. I'm going to balance my head between my arms in a V position. I'm not sure if you will pick that up on the camera, but that's the last movement for today, headstands. Straighten your legs, walk up, kick up to touch wall, and then straighten out. Curve the pelvis under, bring both feet in, put all the weight on your forearms, on your elbows, and try to hold it here. And hold. And that brings me to the end of today's body weight session. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to add these workouts in once a week, just using my body to do the amazing things that God has created it to do. When you just use your body weight, you get stronger, your joints are healthier. You have to do more. It's a different type of strength than using external weights like dumbbells and barbells and stuff. Of course, I still do weight training. I love weight training, but I am teaching myself to use my body to become strong. Always set a goal and work towards it. And whatever you do, whatever decision you make, commit to it, and you will be successful. I hope you enjoy your training today. And if you did enjoy this video, please press like and subscribe for more content. Happy training!